that was a dream I had, and it didn't. I mean, I didn't wake up stressed out or anything from the weird dream. I had a lot of weird dreams. I didn't wake up with a panic attack or stressed. I woke up happy. I had energy today. This is the first time on a Wednesday I have had energy in forever. And I feel really good. I mean, yesterday we hiked, and that was good. And then today I did some work, um, talked to some clients, sent out newsletters, did a YouTube video. I feel like, getting back in the swing of things. Reno threw things off for a little while, and being sick the week before Reno kind of got me out of my rhythm. But got back in it. Um, Went and saw my therapist, which is really good. Talked about a few things. Didn't really go into deep in any, topics or anything right now because today was a pretty good day. I mean, I didn't have any huge pressing issues that I really needed to talk to her about. I just kind of talked about my day, and we kind of got into why I'm in the business that I'm in and how I feel about my business. And, she understands, and we talked about the dream and stuff. So, it was very therapeutic and did really help. But it wasn't like one of those crying, bearing your soul breakthrough days, Not every therapy session is like this. Some of them you just talk and get to know each other and just socialize and, kind of like you're chatting with someone. It's not always, let's talk about your mother. That's not therapy. Therapy is whatever you need it to be that day. And today I needed validation that I had a right to fire that one hairstylist. Told her more about what he'd said and stuff like that. And she's like, he'd made comments, and she's like, those in any workplace would be considered sexual harassment. And, she's like, no, you had valid reason for firing him. And so it was good that I wasn't just, overreacting. And I do feel, now that I've had a few days in between, I do feel that is the right decision to make, that he is toxic to the team. And my teams, we all get along for a reason, and we all have a very similar goal, and we're a unit, and we're truly a team, and that's how it's supposed to be. We've got each other back. So he was a very toxic, so I felt better about that. And then we did talk about the dream and stuff like that. So, that's what therapy is. It's what you need it to be at that moment. So after that, I went down and volunteered at the animal shelter. I haven't done that over the past few weeks. Last week I didn't do it because I had that giant freaking blister on my foot after hiking 12 miles. I could barely walk the next day. And so that was my bad. And I feel really guilty because I wasn't able to volunteer at the animal shelter. And the week before that I couldn't do it because I was in Reno. And then the week before that I couldn't do it because I was sick. And so, and I possibly didn't do it. I don't even know if I've done it for like a month. I feel terrible about that because, I mean, if I don't go and feed the dogs and water them on Wednesday afternoons, that means the staff has to do it, which means they have to work longer than they normally do, and it's just a burden, and they rush through it. And if I do it, I can take the time to give each of the dogs a treat, to talk to them for a second, to just show them that they're loved and stuff like that. And working at the animal shelter, it can be really emotionally draining, There's moments where you see a dog, like today, there was this female Great Pyrenees mix. Beautiful, giant dog. And she was panting and drooling, and that is a sign of anxiety in a dog. And I guess she had just been surrendered that day or found that day, and she was terrified. And so I talked to her for a minute and just kind of knelt down and stuff, and she like edged up this big giant dog and just pressed up really close to the gate, as close to me as she could. And I tried to give her reassurance. I mean, dogs don't understand our words, but they understand the tone, and I think they understand your heart, you know? And she was just so scared. And I wanted to tell her it would be okay, because it will be. And to not be scared, because everyone who works there is really nice, but it's really sad to see these dogs sometimes. And I feel like I want to take them all home. And I can't. For one, I could be going to prison. But also, you know, I have a dog and I have a life, and not every dog is for every person. You can't just adopt every single dog in the world. Not everyone would be a good match for you. And that's hard to say, but it's true. It's like, I want to be the person who can just take home all the dogs and all the cats and all the rabbits and all the chickens and everything, you know? But that's kind of not how it works. If I do adopt a dog, it has to be one that will fit with my dog and my cat, because their well-being is my main priority. They come first. And it seems sad because, hello, my dog is wanting attention. It seems sad because you can't, hello, this is my dog. She's a little butthead. She's a good dog. She is an energetic little dog, and I think she knows I'm crying, so. But anyways, my pets are my first priority, and so I can't take home every dog. But when I see ones like that are scared, I try to take a few minutes and talk to them and tell them they're beautiful and that they'll be okay. But sorry, I always get emotional after working in the animal shelter. And sometimes I feel like I don't know how I can do it, how I can keep going back, because it doesn't feel like anything changes. Because there's just always dogs there. And then, like, I get so mad at people because there'll be these old dogs and they're just so scared and sad, and they should be home with their family and not turned in and traded in like a used car. And people do that. They bring in their 14-year-old dog or their 12-year-old dog and trade them in for a puppy, you know? They go and buy a puppy and, hello, and then their dog just sits in the shelter and doesn't understand why they weren't loved. She's very loud. Why they're not loved. They shouldn't die in a shelter. They should die at home with their family that loves them. And then there's these puppies that are like 6, maybe a year old, 6 months, maybe a year. And you can tell someone got them over like Christmas or something, and it got bigger than they thought. And the selfishness of people is astounding. And it makes me so mad because they treat life like it's just trash, garbage. And it's so frustrating. There are good people, and I know there's good people. If there wasn't good people, there wouldn't be the people who work in the animal shelter. There wouldn't be all these, you know. But there's so many just stupid people who are so selfish that they don't consider when they get a pet that it is a life. They treat it like a toy. And that's not what, these are living beings who love them so much. And it just, oh Lord, it just makes me so upset.